Bella Tutti Frutti is Barilla. But for the dumbasses, this wasn't gonna be your year. We working. What up, though? Yeah, man, I got the hats, man. Dodger blue, even though it's still San Francisco Giants, but it's California love. You already know how it goes, man. Boxingego, I got the hats. I've been slacking, man. I've just been pushing to these fights, and I have all the hats at home in a little box, but I haven't had time to get them up on the website and everything that it entails to sell them. So, do the 50 Cent. They want me to do the 50 Cent voice, man. Why you cut me off, nigga? You gotta do something, baby. I be getting road rage with 50 Cent voice. Fucking this Bay Area traffic is the worst. Why the fuck you cut me off, nigga? Make it happen. What's good, man? I'm trying not to wreck fucking with y'all. Ah, man, you know, AB, about Bay Area. What up, Ego Valley? We working, man. Headed to the gym. We have fun with this boxing stuff, man. Someone said I'm about to feed. Hold on. Damn, this shit's going fast. See, somebody says, I can't even read that. It says something about feed Troy King to Errol Spence. Listen, in case you missed the last stream, I'm not in it. Troy's my man, Errol Spence is my man. They're two fighters. They're two grown men. I told you, I don't need a whole lot of drama to get views. I simply don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to stir up a situation. So if there's a disagreement or an understanding or whatever, then I have a platform. My whole channel is a platform. I don't censor nobody. Like, whether I agree with them or not. I mean, I'm a man. I told Troy King the stuff I disagreed with that he was saying. I asked him follow-up questions. He gave his opinion on what he's seen. He's entitled to that as a man. I mean, not everyone's going to see it the same way. I've interviewed people. They said Anthony Joshua is going to destroy Wilder, knock him out. I think Wilder would win that one. But, I mean, it's anyone's fight. It's the fight game. So, whatever that situation is, I mean, I'm really the middleman. Like I said, I'm a platform. I give people the voice. I don't. Would you guys hold me responsible to shit I say? Whatever I say, hold me to that. You know what I'm saying? But Paulie Malignaggi said, I've interviewed him. He might have said something I agree with or don't disagree with. You know what I mean? It's my channel. That's why you watch. I see how bigger businesses operate and why they do certain. Like I used to watch like DVDs and stuff, and it'd be like 20th Century Fox or whatever, and they'll have like the directors of the Tupac movie talking, and they have like a disclaimer at the beginning, and it was like the views and expressions of these people, the directors, blah blah blah, are not necessarily representation of 20th Century Fox. I see why people do that, because you have to put that disclaimer, because there's dumbasses that'll ride and say like, because I've interviewed a lot of people. I've interviewed people who said Chocolatito is #1 pound for pound. That's their opinion. I never thought that. I thought he was a good fighter. He's exciting to watch, and that's what it is. So I'm not in the business of this is when you come to Boxingego, you come to that real shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't censor people. If people like leaving comments when Troy is speaking his mind, he's a grown ass man. Errol's a grown ass man. People are like, why didn't you check Troy? I don't have to check him. You know what I'm saying? He can say whatever he wants. He can break down the fights. That doesn't mean we're always going to agree. And that's what some of y'all don't understand. Where Troy at? I'm headed to the gym. Y'all don't read titles anymore. So the biggest thing is, like I said, people are jumping in the mix that don't have nothing to do with the whole situation. People jumping in the mix and like, first of all, not giving credit. You know what I mean, to why this is even, this all stems from a video that I conducted, you know what I'm saying? And again, like at the end of the day, Errol Spence, he's a grown-ass man. He's entitled to feel how he feels. Troy feels how he feels. And I mean, I give people the platform. I didn't censor Errol, but as far as people jumping in the mix not knowing the fuck they're talking about, that's absolutely true. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people send me shit. I don't always just be, because I be moving and I don't got time for little kiddie games and shit. But I don't have to set nobody up. Like I said, listen to the interview. You heard me say, hey, so we were just talking about the Troy King situation. So what did you hear in the Troy King situation? Because Errol came up to me, and props to Errol, props to Troy for being outspoken. He can speak his mind, and he's good with that. And then props to Errol Spence, because Errol Spence is a real one. First thing when I seen him in the hallway, he said, hey man, what's up? He said, what's good? We dapped up, and Errol Spence, he's a dog. That's what I'm saying. Guys in boxing, like the Keith Thurmans and the other people, they might not want to see him. He's real. Because like I said, first thing when I seen him in the hallway, he dapped me up. I said, what's good? What's up? Boom. First thing out of his mouth, he's like, man, what's up with this dude that he said you interviewed him or something, and he's talking bad about me or saying something. And I was like, nah, it wasn't like that. He was critiquing, he was breaking down your Brooks Spence performance. But at the end of the day, I respect Troy and I respect Errol Spence for the simple fact they're doing something that y'all motherfuckers won't do. You do that internet typing shit. Errol Spence, he asked me straight up, like, you know what I'm saying? My mom always told me, go straight to the source. That's what Errol Spence did. He's like, oh, I know ego, and he came up to me like a G, and we said what's up, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't have a problem with nobody. I don't have a problem with either person. But had who shook? See, y'all on that dumb shit. He said he had you shook. Okay. Zombieland. Yeah, that's a great movie. What the fuck y'all talking about? What up? Yeah. I don't know if you've seen the picture of I posted a picture of me and Errol Spence. See, y'all not gonna turn this into some other shit where like Errol Spence is my man, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to make it like he had me shook. Okay. I was shook. I was shaking in my boots. You know what I'm saying? I see how you dumb internet motherfuckers be doing. Like, y'all be trying to turn, like, fan the flames and stuff, and we not having all that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be, oh yeah, Errol had you shook. Okay. I was afraid. Like, why the fuck am I be afraid of someone I'm cool with? You know what I mean? If I was shook, why the fuck would he give me an interview, dumbass? Then people trying to flip it, like, trying to make it like there's, oh, Troy King will never be on the channel. I'm about to do an interview with him now. You know what I'm saying? Once again, dummies that don't know what they're talking about. They just happen to type 40 words per minute on some internet shit. We don't do that here. This is big boy work. This is big boy business. I'm headed to the gym now. Like I said, I have an open source platform. I don't have to censor anybody. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't like something someone says, then that's something that they have to hash out. You know what I mean? I don't have nothing to do with me. What up, Lancaster, California? I see you, man. California love. Yeah, I seen you at the Floyd gym, man. I'm good meeting you, man. Floyd gym is cracking. You know what? I'm gonna see if it's cool. I'm gonna try to come back to Mayweather gym. Like, it's hard during fight weeks, and I'm pissed off because Troy and my girl Raquel Miller and Aaron and all my homies came back to the Mayweather gym the next day. But I stayed up so fucking late watching that Tupac movie, which is, you know what I mean, it was cool, it was solid, entertaining. But I missed out, and then Devin Haney and Crawford and everybody was at the gym. Everybody was just working and celebrating. So I think I want to come back to the Mayweather gym on some completely different shit where I could just get some work in with you guys and film and talk boxing and stuff. Fight week's a little bit hard because it's just so much going on. You have to be at the hotel by a certain time, weigh-ins and all this, round tables. But yeah, man, we working. We doing it. We getting that work in. Oh yeah, it's fuck the haters all day, man. I can't really read y'all comments like that because I'm driving, but I'm on my way to the gym and shit. I got this little mount shit, but it's still not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to wreck. There'll be no more Boxingego and shit and fuck around and wreck this shit. Wreck this motherfucker. money, you know what I'm saying? This is my livelihood, so I have a reason to be here. Some of y'all just get on here and start typing, Golovkin's a bitch, Canelo fuck him, haha, Troy King. Like, that's beyond my pay grade. I don't got time for that shit. We just doing this easy work, man. I'm headed to the gym. Devin Haney, I watched him spar out in Oakland. Boy got hand, and that was like years ago. That was like, I think he was still 16 then. He gets scrapped. I mean, he's sparring with Floyd Mayweather. I've seen Floyd Mayweather chew up some adults, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that Devin Haney, the fact that he can even get in there at 18 with fucking Floyd, that shows you, you know what I mean? He has good ring IQ because, like I said, I've seen like some guys that Floyd spar, like just random cats, and it wasn't looking good for them. I mean, I didn't see the Floyd Devin Haney work, but I'm sure it was. You said Troy was telling you about. Yeah, man, this whole, like I said, people are trying to turn this into some Tupac versus Biggie, fucking California, Akron versus Texas. It's not all that, you know what I'm saying? Like Tupac said, the me and Biggie situation is smaller than that. This whole thing is getting people making videos and shit, trying to like throw gasoline on the fire and create other issues, and they're not in cahoots with really anybody, you know what I mean? People are just trying to set shit up and they don't know what they're talking about. People are saying, I said, what the fuck? If Troy King's my homie and Errol Spence is my homie, why the fuck would I set either person up for failure? I want to see them both do well. I want to see them both succeed. You know what I mean? And again, people just bumping their gums. They don't know what they're talking about. You guys can ask Errol Spence. He seen me in the hallway. He said, what's up? And he asked me about the situation because obviously it came back. Now, I don't know what came back to him. That's the thing, and that's with too many chiefs, not enough Indians. You know what I mean? Like, everybody wants to put their hands in the cookie jar and start making their own interpretations of what happened. That's why it's just get messy. That's why, you notice me, I told you, like my mom always said, go straight to the source. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to let Troy speak on whatever he wants to speak. And I already talked to Errol Spence, and like, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to get back to doing whatever videos I do. Then I'm going to ask Troy King about upcoming fights like we normally do. And whatever happens from their standpoint, it is what it is, man. But just know I'm working. And all y'all making like excuses for Kovalev, all that shit is dead, man. Y'all got to just admit it, you know what I mean? And the thing I like about Mayweather-Pacquiao and the Kovalev War 2 is it's not really up for interpretation like people are making it seem. And if anything, it just makes those people look bad and lose credibility. Even to the fans, see, this is how the game works, man. Even the fans that are, you see, some of y'all too dumb to even realize it, man. Even the fans that are like saying, yeah, man, I'm never watching boxing, Tony Weeks and low blows, and people are saying all that, they type that stuff, but right here, they know what it is. They know in their heart of all hearts that man Kovalev was gassed and hurt and in pain, and I thought wore punches like a girl and stuff like that. So you actually, it looks like people are co-signing what you're saying when you're doing that low blow. People make videos about it was a low blow, but nobody's taking y'all serious. You know what I mean? And then what's even dumber is you got people who will say, oh, Ward and all these other NIGGERs, they all trying to stick together and celebrate. So the fact that you're using racial slurs and calling people the N-word, you've already exposed yourself. So why would we believe anything that you said was not coming from a place of hatred when you're using racial slurs? You're not just calling this man Andre Ward like out of his name. You're calling him a racial slur. So you've automatically, and that's why I always say boxing fans, they're too emotional. If you were at least smart, you would be trying to hide and mask that, but they can't. So they have to resort to, oh, he's an N-word, this monkey cheated and stuff like that. You've already taken yourself out of contention by having to resort there. When I talk boxing, I'm not saying racial slurs about who wins and who didn't win. I speak my opinion. I said Jacobs won. I didn't say Black Power won, and you know what I mean, and Golovkin's this, and Phil Florin and Phil. I didn't say that, you know what I'm saying? I tell you from a fight perspective, and the real know it, so we don't even have to expand on it any further than that. Real motherfuckers know what it is, and it's so easy to see. So the Ward Kovalev, people try to make it like there's controversy, Mayweather Pacquiao, but at the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Oakland right now, and y'all know what it is. All that, oh yeah, how'd you feel, man, if Kovalev stopped Ward with low blows? But that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying? Kovalev, in fact, didn't even hurt Ward in the fight, or at least nothing visible. Ward was like on all fours or spilling around, but Kovalev said Ward punches like a girl, and guess what? He was the one falling back and faltering and moving all about and clutching his stomach. Elbows were trying to tuck in, trying to protect his stuff. I mean, what part of the Crusher is that? Tell me, what part of the Crusher? Your name is the Crusher. You crush things, and in all actuality, for lack of better terms, he got crushed. You know what I mean? Cowering down and like this, and he didn't look. He looks a little bit taller than Andre Ward, like maybe a half an inch. And when in that last round, he was zapped. He wasn't looking taller. He was running around, and like same thing with Crawford Postal. That boy Crawford was dogging Postal. I was in like the 4th, 5th row. Crawford was dogging him. Victor Postal at one point turned his back and started running like crazy. And then they say Crawford's a runner. Y'all look dumb as fuck. Ward is that dude, man. Like I said, I'm in Oakland right now. Hope he's enjoying his time with his family. And you gotta, people keep talking about this Tony Weeks shit because they talked all this shit about Crusher crushing and knocking out Ward. They're talking about all this weak shit. Tony Weeks did this, and Twitter pages that aren't verified. Oh, but he apologized, man. Y'all don't even know that that's him. I have yet to see an interview where he's like, yeah, I said that. I made a mistake. I have not seen that interview. I'm just seeing some Twitter screenshot. You could doctor shit like that up. I guarantee you, I do Photoshop. I guarantee you, I can take Jay-Z and then put like, man, fuck Nas, the beef is on. And I'll make that shit look like a real tweet, and some idiot will repost it, and then people will be like, oh, take over and Ether Part 2, Jay-Z's beefing, the beef is back, you know what I mean? Or take Errol Spence, if I was like a foul-ass person, take Errol Spence's verified page, erase what he really put, and then put like, man, Troy King, you next, and make it look like some fabricated bullshit, and then y'all would believe it because you want to believe it. That's what happens. People believe what they want to believe. You know what I mean? You want to believe that that's Tony Weeks. Whether you have proof of it or not, you want that because you want that alibi. You want that escape. But there ain't no escape from this L. That L is like right there. And I'm going to keep bringing it up because I don't like poor sportsmanship. You know what I mean? And I don't care who's mad. I don't like poor sportsmanship. You cannot do what Pacquiao's team said they could beat Floyd with one arm tied behind their back after they said they lost because they had one arm. Go do the research. Freddie Roach said that. He said, Pacquiao, we don't even need the left hand or some shit. He said we could beat Floyd with one hand tied behind their back. And ironically, that's the same excuse they use. We don't do excuses. This is a gentleman's sport, and may the best man win. I don't want to hear a bunch of what ifs. What if Ward got hit on the B of the Hugh blow? And what about... No, that's not what happened. Talk to me about fact. Yeah, and see, this is the other thing. Same thing with Victor Ortiz and Mayweather. You don't like Floyd, so when Victor Ortiz fouled, leaped off his feet and headbutted Floyd, and then as a result, cause and effect, got pieced the fuck up and hit with a two-piece, bop, bop, and then he's out and he is done, and Mayweather gets a knockout scored, then people got mad and they said it was a sucker punch. Victor Ortiz shouldn't have been doing all the kissing and hugging and over-apologizing, and he damn sure shouldn't have leaped off his feet to hit. And like, if you... Mayweather, whether how long he's been rich and stuff, it doesn't matter. You still from where you're from. He's from a rough area, Grand Rapids. He has dog in him. Ward is from a rough area, Hayward, Oakland. He has dog in him. You're not going to be able to. These dudes aren't mentally weak where they're going to mentally fold and you could just bully them and say whatever you want. That's just not going to be the case. So, I mean, real talk, I don't blame him for hitting Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz, he incited that whole situation, right? And if he didn't do what he didn't do, then it probably would have been a clean fight throughout, point blank period. So he got what he got. That's the rule of the land. You know what I mean? You get what you get. You create that, then you got to make your bed. You got to lie in it. But my point is, when Floyd two-pieced him, they were mad at Floyd when the whole thing was started by what Victor Ortiz did. He leaped off of his feet and fouled, and then he was overly trying to apologize. And we don't do those excuses. Like I said, if Victor Ortiz, maybe he could have, why didn't he get back up? He didn't want to get back up. He got his bell rung, and he didn't want to get back up probably. So, I mean, it is what it is. But same thing with Ward Kovalev. He was getting hit in the back of the head, and I seen him after the fight. He had knots right here and bruising because he was getting rabbit punched. Because Kovalev, like I told y'all, during the fight, before the fight, in the first fight, Kovalev don't have no inside work. He has long arms, and he needs spacing to get his shots off. And when that is taken away from him by a quality, crafty fighter like Andre Ward, then he's at Ward's mercy. You know what I'm saying? Like when what's it called? Maidana was fouling low. Why weren't people showing the Hublot or certain letters on Floyd's trunks and saying, oh, but Maidana was rabbit punching, hitting him low, and doing whatever he can to do? I really enjoyed the Floyd. I told people it would be a tough fight. I enjoyed Floyd Mayweather versus Maidana 1. And Maidana is one of my favorites. I've always said that on my channel. You guys do your homework, check the track record. But let's be clear. He was doing stuff that was rough in there. Not one time did you really hear Floyd overly protest and overly complain. He might have said something to the ref, like, ref, he's hitting me low. You know what I mean? He might have done something like that. But Floyd, being a dog, like I keep telling y'all, he buckled down, bit down. He had a cut over his eye, and he was leaking. He was like, I can't see. I got blood in my eye. He panicked a little bit, but he got back down and did what champions do. That's what champions do. Kovalev, even if you want to use the low blow bullshit excuse, right? That's not how you handle it. You have to create space, or, you know what I mean, spit your mouthpiece out till you get a break, or take a knee. You got to do something so you don't get fucking stopped in an onslaught. If you're crouching down and trying, hey, I'm crouching down, hey, and the ref ain't doing nothing, you're about to get stopped because it looks like you're defenseless and you're not throwing any punches back. You're going to get stopped. So if you're that out of sorts, out of your wits, where you don't know that, as long as Kovalev, he has an amateur career, he's been a pro, he was a champion. If you do not know those things, that is entirely your bad. Even if I don't think every punch was dramatically low, but some of them on the waistband or the belt line or whatever. But even if you want to use that argument about low blows and all this shit, you got to know how to react during those situations. You know what I mean? Why don't you literally run and get 2 feet of space and then petition to Tony Weeks, like, man, he's hitting me low and this shit hurts, or whatever. You don't just let someone jump on top of you, not throw one punch back. So that's how I know for a fact Kovalev was hurt, and it was more than just a matter of, oh, I'm getting low blowed, because you can at least do a hard clinch, like, get off me, you know what I mean? You could throw punches back. Why wasn't he doing any of that? So funny, man. Kovalev's not hype. And see how real I am? Kovalev's not hype. He could scrap. And, oh, you motherfucker. Man, this fucking light, man. I'm trying to get to the gym. But, Kovalev's not hype. He's a good fighter. He really is. He's a good fighter. And I don't think anyone would have did that to him and made him look like that. But Ward is a different caliber. And I tried telling y'all that. Y'all didn't want to listen. Y'all did not want to listen. And I'm telling you, the name of this was, Kovalev was put and placed in situations that that's not familiar territory. When you're the bully, you're the big bad wolf, you're the power guy, you don't, if someone just bop and hit you in the head, you don't know, you're like, damn, he's standing his ground. Or when Ward in both fights, rap, raking his body, he doesn't know how to participate in that type of fight, because he wants to box from range and do the things that benefit his style, like all boxers who wants to fight something that's going to be fight a fight that doesn't suit them and their style. You know what I mean? Just like even Pacquiao Mayweather. Pacquiao can't close distance against slower guys and margaritos and stuff. He can, but not against Floyd. So that's why it didn't work out for him, because he can't. Floyd's just smart, and Floyd creates space, and you always notice Floyd's, even if he's doing anything that requires a lot of energy, or man, I can't see, you fucking idiot. Hold on, I'm not trying to wreck y'all, but you notice Floyd is always busy. He's always, mind looks like it's always working. He's always thinking. He's like putting his hand out there like rangefinder. He's trying to see how much his reach has, how much space he has. He's always doing that versus Canelo, versus Pacquiao, versus whoever. He's always busy, either up here or with his hands or with his feet. He's always doing stuff and looking for his next move. Beterbiev, yeah, I mean, you said Beterbiev will KO Kovalev. It's possible. I mean, he beat him in the amateurs. I'm telling you, man, and this is another thing where you guys put unfair pressure on your fighter. Kovalev is a good fighter, but y'all doing all this stuff. This, honestly, this is probably what hurt him in the rematch. Kovalev, he got a lot of people who were riding with him in the first fight, saying, you won this, man. You were robbed of this. And then he went in there, and I really think he underestimated Ward. He really thought Ward could not hurt him. And he read all those comments about, like, yeah, that was some bullshit. And he started believing his own, just like Ronda Rousey, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying he's a far better fighter for what he does than Ronda Rousey. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying he really started to believe all what people were saying. Oh, Ward, he cheated, and he was a dirty fighter, and he can't hurt you and all that. And that's the worst thing you can do in this sport, is underestimate somebody. You know what I mean? Some of the best fighters end up losing to people that weren't really supposed to even beat them. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson, who the fuck was Buster Douglas? You know what I mean? At the time, who was he? You were a big ass. Tyson was in Tokyo and shit, getting love out there. You know what I mean? He was the man. He had video games and shit, and you lose to a fucking Buster Douglas. Crazy. What happens to boxing if Mac KOs Floyd? I mean, if he KOs him, then he's a beast. He's the biggest. He's going to be the biggest star. He might surpass Canelo, because Floyd, nobody in the regular boxing has been able to do that. Nobody. So if a guy comes from another sport and knocks him out, then he's up there. He's a big draw. And Canelo's a big draw too. But Conor speaks English, and he has Ireland in a different demographic riding with him, so he's the biggest star to me. I'm about to catch this train up there and go hit the gym, get that interview. Hat's coming soon.